or to answer your questions about your business and me giving you tips on business success as we get this show started. So, hey, if you have a question for me, let me know. And you don't have to ask that question quite yet. I'm going to teach a few things and teach one main thing. And that's something I heard about earlier today, which may be helpful for your business. And that one big question is, do you have to post a lot of times on social media to succeed in social media? I'm going to touch on that today. I'm live streaming across platforms. Welcome, Alexandra. Glad you're here today. Joining my brother from another mother, Marcus Black. Glad you're here as well. So we'll get started in a few minutes. I may just start right now. Sometimes I want to wait for the algorithms and all that, but I think, hey, this show may be another 28 minutes, 29 minutes. What's up, Darren? Glad you're here. Thanks for seeing fit to join me here. Tracy wants to join. Tracy, let me look at your bio. Tracy, we got a problem. Your bio's not filled out. So we only bring up people whose bios are kind of fully filled out and we kind of know who they are. So many trolls on the platform. But with that, Alexandra, how are you today? What's going on in your world? You moving about, busy, driving in a quiet mode? You got time to unmic and say hello to the people?
Well, my friend, quite the opposite. I laid it all on the floor at the business expo I participated in. I was brought in by the chamber, and I am sick.
I
And
believe that.
yes, I'm blessed to have my voice back today, but I am taking it easy. But I'm honored to be here with you, my friends.
Yeah, I know how it is. Good for you. Rest, drink some tea. Don't drink tea. Get a Snicker bar and a Coca-Cola and a bag of Doritos. And you may just feel better. Y'all check out what Alexandria is building at EYGEvents.com. EYGEvents.com. Mr. Darren, all the way from Asia. What's going on with you, Darren? How you feeling today, man? What's going on in your world? How are things in the life of Darren?
I'm good. I'm good. I've spent the last couple of hours hopping on and off Clubhouse, doing rooms, participating in rooms, just out here being present, super present. That's where my head's at. So yeah, I was looking for signs of intelligent life, and you've opened a room, so here we are.
Did you just say you think I have intelligent life, Darren? Is that what I'm inferring that you just said? That Ramon Ray has intelligent life? I'll take that.
I'm asserting that you are and you attract intelligent life.
My
Yes.
man, I'm gonna receive that. Darren, you're right about showing up, man. I mean, again, we all do multiple things, but Darren, you've been now enough with me. You are the NLP guy. Done. You can go into depth and talk about the detail of it, but what you're doing, it's showing up. And people say, Darren, oftentimes it's, oh, I'm trying to get a sale. I want somebody. Half the game, people, is who knows who you know. That's half the game. You know what I'm saying, Darren? It's not the direct people. Sometimes it's like, no, it's who does Ramon know that needs to know Darren. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thoughts on that. Mr. Marcus Black. What's up, brother? How you feeling today? What's going on in your world? Where are you at? What are you doing? You in the living room, in the car? You driving down the highway? You in the middle of church getting ready to sing on choir? What you doing right now, Marcus?
Was funny.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man, that was incredible, brother. I'm doing good, man. I was in church choir practice last night, but today I'm just getting to it. I'm actually in the living room in transition back to my office, getting ready to meet with an incredible human being in a few. But I had to pull up because I saw you here because I can.
I appreciate that. Well, listen, all my friends here, y'all unmic anytime y'all want. I do understand it's the middle of the day EST for some of us. For one of us, it's not. But join me anytime. So, hey, as we get to know each other, everybody runs a room a different way. And my style is for my friends, those I rock with, those who know me, no permission needed. Darren, you want to jump in, brother? Okay, just so you know you're unmiked. Okay, cool, 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 cool. But
Oh
anytime.
God, sorry.
No, it's okay, brother. It's okay. Anytime on mic and join us anytime. So let's get started. We'll see how long this room goes today, everybody. But again, welcome, welcome, welcome. And really today, the main topic of the day is I wanted to touch on something that I heard about today. Let me put my phone on my tripod. I got a little tripod for my phone so I can see Clubhouse room and serve the people. Love it, love it, love it. We got some emojis in there and others. Yeah, so anybody, if you got a question for me, got comments, especially if your bio is fully filled out on the Clubhouse side, do so. So the topic of the day today, do you have to post multiple times per day on social media to succeed? That is the topic of the day today, and I will do my best by God's grace to demystify that topic. Darren, what's up, Darren? Talk to me.
Uh, yeah. Well, it depends on your, who your target audience is. My target audience is mainly people that live in the States, as well as an overlap with people that live in the UK. So I have to kind of monitor two different time zones. But if I was only focused on one time zone, which most normal people are, I would say, yeah, you want to have it that things are showing up in the morning when people are waking up and getting ready and that sort of stuff, and you want to also definitely have stuff around about the evening time when people are sort of more winding down and thinking about other aspects of life or whatever. So I'd say 2 to 3 times a day you want to have content that's relevant for um, whoever it is you're targeting, and that's just like that's just with like focusing on posting. That doesn't even take into consideration you need to do stories, which is a different thing, and then reels, which is a different thing. So I'd say you do need to post a lot. Like one more point I want to make, Ramon. I'm in the performance bonus program on Facebook, and I've got to post like 60 pieces of content a week, across reels and stories and posts and in other people's groups and la da 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 da. 60 pieces of content a week, and doing that gets me paid. That's what pays my bills here in the Philippines. So you do need to post a fair, but again, it depends on your strategy and your market and whatnot. So there's variables, but yeah, that's all I got to say.
Oh no, I love that, man. And listen, I'm gonna teach a little class on that. I got a few notes here, but I think Darren, one thing I was gonna say is that Darren disagrees with Gary Vaynerchuk, and I was gonna put a press release out in a headline, and I was gonna make, but then you kind of said, well, kind of Gary Vaynerchuk's kind of right here, so well, I love that. No, you're right, and like everything, what's your name again, Darren? It does depend. So hey, River, welcome, glad you're here today. So love that, love that, love that. Again, my name is Ramon Ray. Everybody hanging out with my friends Darren and Alexandria and Marcus Black and others who may or may not come to the stage. Feel free if you wish. Love having you here, River, and others who may be able to join or may not. But let's get going on with it. And Alexandria, Darren, and Marcus, you see anybody who's friends of ours who are in the hallway who want to come up, just invite them up, and we'll do that. So love that, Darren. Thank you for that. So let me give a few perspectives on this aspects of, do you have to post multiple times per day to succeed on social media? Darren's given his input and kind of what I'm going to say in a long version. So number one, I think that is the wrong question to ask yourself. Do you have to post multiple times per day? I think it's the wrong question. I think one question you should ask yourself is, do you need to be seen? Do you need visibility or not? If you don't, that's another thing there. But I think, do you need to be seen? Do you need the visibility? I think ask yourself this, do you need to build trust? Ask yourself this question, do you need to drive sales? In my book, Celebrity CEO, that's one thing I talk about quite a bit, is the aspect of attraction, the aspect of building trust, which leads to sales. So if you need to do those things, and I think you need to jump on the bandwagon of possibly, noted what Darren said, possibly posting several times a day. So let me unpack that a bit more. Then I'm going to pause. We'll open up the floor, see if you have any questions for me, any comments for me, feedback for me, Darren, Alexandria, Marcus, those who may wish to join, or put it in the chat. But the question of the day is, do you need to post multiple times today? And I think, first of all, to get through a few table stakes, I would say. One, let's think about it. Why do the best brands in the world constantly advertise? Well, one, they constantly advertise because they want you to never forget about their brand. Why does Alexandria show up? She never wants you to forget about EYG, Elevate Your Growth, EYGevents.com. She never wants you to forget about it. Why does Darren show up to add value? And he never wants you to forget that he's the number one NLP mindset shift practitioner in the world. Why does Marcus Black keep showing up? He never wants you to forget, because you can, and to put you on stages to help you speak better and to motivate you to live your best life. This is why we keep showing up. Why do I keep showing up? I don't know. Anyways, I'll think of a good reason in a bit, but I'm showing up too. We're all in this thing of, how do we educate? How do we serve? How do we build our platforms better? And those hearing the sound of my voice, if you go to growyoursolo.com, growyoursolo.com, you can download a free guide. It's right on the link here on Clubhouse, growyoursolo.com. It should go to a page where you can download something from me. If it doesn't, let me know, put it in the chat, or it's on mic and say, Ramon, it's not working. So these are some things you want to think through. And when you think about some of the best brands in the world, here's a brand that we all know. Here we go. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Now, the N kind of went off. I got a little hoarse voice. But why do we know Folgers? Why? Because they do gazillions of advertising every single year, and you can't get that out of your head. Back in the day, what was the advertisement for mattress company? 1-800. He's going, 1-800-MATTRES. Leave off the last S. That's the S for save things. Darren by now is like, Ramon, if you'd have told me this, brother, I would have bought 2 earplugs for each ear. Well, sorry about that, Darren. Sorry about that, Alexandria. That's just y'all problem. Sorry about that, Marcus. So why do the best brands, well, why do we all know Budweiser, Bud Light, all these brands? We know the Clydesdale horse is a little puppy in America, right? We know these things because the advertising showing up multiple works. So this is a fact. This happens. This happens. So my point is, if you want to be seen, if you want your brand to grow, then you're going to have to post multiple times per day. This is how it works. So a few things I'll say, then I'll open up the floor and see where we go from here. One, post throughout the day, post at will. Post at will. Now, some people, my son has talked to me, Dad, I'm not as creative as you, and I get it. We're all different. I'm definitely not as creative. I'm not creative, meaning I'm definitely not the same as Alexandria, not the same as Marcus, not the same as Darren, not the same as TC, not the same as Chris, not the same as River, not the same as Sadiq, not the same as many people here. I'm different. How I spin, what I do, how I share, how I show up. It's different. And by the way, anybody who wants to come up, just raise your hand. I'll bring you up to the stage. It's different how we all show up. But if you want to be seen, if you want to build your brand, if you want to grow, you're going to have to post. So one, post throughout the day. That means you should be creative machines and be primed to post. Things happen throughout the day. Stories happen throughout the day. That gives you content to post about, to educate your audience, to build trust. Part of that is being a creativity machine. Number three, you can do scheduled content. This is a weaker area of mine. A lot of my content is posted at will, but many of you should be thinking what you want to post that day, what you want to post that week, what you want to post that month, and schedule it out. What about using news of the day as a foundation for great content? I'm going to go on LinkedIn News right now. I usually do it every morning. That's where I get my content for the Rundown with Ramon show. TSA Exodus produces longest wait times. Any mindset coaches in the room? How we can shift our minds to not be so worrying, right? U.S. inflation may top 4%. G.A. Pimpleton and others. Any financial experts? I bet somebody could talk about that. Salesforce nixes raises for senior managers. Anybody in HR leadership? That's a topic for you. JetBlue reportedly is considering a merge with another company. We can talk about business partnerships. Fannie Mae gives crypto a leg up in this, whatever the headline is. Hey, who here's financial expert? Apple's expanding U.S. manufacturing with 4 new partners. All these are headlines that you all could use to post about, to talk about. This is what's called news jacking. Headlines of the day is where you can get insight, where you can get information to post. So I know everybody has a different level of creativity. I happen to be able to, I can talk for hours just based on giving me a spoon or nothing. I can just talk. So be a creativity machine. Use news of the day as a foundation for great content. Next, use a social media scheduling tool. What's that farmer's commercial? You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. What can I say, people? You know what I'm saying? It got a jingle. It got a ring. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of raised in Brooklyn, raised in Ohio. So yeah, if I wasn't married, hey, maybe I get a farmer girl chick. Maybe I get a Brooklyn girl chick. And I happen to have a Brooklyn girl chick. 32 years and married to my chick. So hey, what can I say? But hey, my point is, use news of the day. Use a social media scheduling tool to schedule out what you're doing. You do not have to always, kind of do it on a Sunday night and on and on and on and on. So also don't ignore email. Email marketing is powerful, or YouTube. Before we move on, open the floor, see if anybody wants to come to the stage, anybody has questions, anybody has comments. Again, these are not going to be long sessions. I'd like to pop in and give some insight of the day. I do remind you, if you want that free guide of how to grow your solo business, check out growyoursolo.com, growyoursolo.com, which should lead you to ramonray.com, and you can download a free guide to how to grow your solo business. Check that out, growyoursolo.com. Those are like, Ramon, you're sharing some information that I like. Those of you who may say you want to work with me, check me out at ramonofficehours.com, ramonofficehours.com, and let me help you unpack, unstuck your business and take it to the next level. Ramon's coaching and mentorship program at ramonofficehours.com. Another free guide. I'm teaching you exactly what I'm doing. You want to learn how to build your personal brand and take it to the next level? Check out celebrityceo.com, celebrityceo.com. So with that, let me pause a bit. Questions, comments, thoughts. And I know, Angelica, Alexandra, you're not feeling so well. So, Queen, feel free to stay off mic. Marcus, you moving around, no problem, brother. Darren, not sure what you're doing. But hey, listen, if anybody does want to join in, you're welcome to. Dr. Will Moreland is here. Dr. Will Moreland, blessings and mercy to you, brothers. You're doing a little this, doing a little that. And here's Dr. Will Moreland. I can only say, Dr. Will, you already know what I'm going to say, Dr. Will. You are a good man. You are a good father. You are a good human. You are beloved. You are smart. You got a whole sneaker ecosystem. I love how you flow. You only, Dr. Will, and you know it already. We've talked about this. You've confessed this to me. You only have one flaw. One flaw, Dr. Will. Just one flaw. And that flaw, Dr. Will, as we all know, nobody's like this. Nobody in the world is like this. You are alone in the world that's flaw. You put sugar on grits. That is freaking nasty. That is gross. No smart, no real people, no real sane people, whether they're from Jamaica or they're from DMV or they're in Charlotte, I don't care where they are in the world, no sane person puts sugar on grits. Having said that, welcome to your Biz Q&A with Ramon Ray. Let me pause. Anybody want to comment thoughts? And if not, I'll keep moving on. I'll pause for 3 seconds. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. We're going to keep rolling. Dr. Will, what can I say, brother? You're a good man, but that sugar on grits is just no good. So let's keep moving on. Again, welcome to the Listening Lounge. I'm live streaming here across Clubhouse as well. Wonderful, and welcome to Sonia. Glad you're here. Welcome to Ottaway. Glad you're here. Welcome to Greg. Glad you're here. Cameron, glad you're here. Mike, glad you're here. Faith, glad you're here. Faith, put an emoji, Faith. Faith put an emoji, putting some, I don't know if that was salt or sugar, Faith, in grits, but either way, I'm glad you're here today. Let me add a few y'all to the room here. I should be adding some people here to the room. I think I'm already following Sadiqa. Good. Already following some good people. So with that, I wanted to give you all hope on content. It's not easy to produce. Excuse me. It can be challenging to produce. It can be challenging to keep up with all the social media platforms. I know this. And we all are doing different things. As Darren said, it does depend. But what I wanted to do is come out and say to you all, listen, don't feel overwhelmed and start with where you're at. As my friend Justin Conical says so well, he says, let today be day one in your journey and stop saying one day, one day, one day. This is the key to producing consistent, producing good content. This is what it is. Alexandra is saying this here on Clubhouse. I schedule my content and base my topics on feedback that my community states they need support in, blended with content from my webinars and presentations. That's the way to do it, Alexandria. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to overwork yourself. This is what you can do, a beautiful blend in. So I love this. Keep the comments coming, everybody. Use the comments on Clubhouse. Use the comments on the live stream. If you got a question for me, feel free to do it. Probably go for another 15 minutes or so. We'll end in 30 minutes, give or take. But if you got a question for me, let me know. So I want to give you all a break. I want to make it easier for you to understand you don't have to feel overwhelmed, especially if you're scheduling your content out. But even if you're not scheduling the content out, maybe you're just doing it in the moment when you can. That might be good enough for you. But here is the thing I need you to understand unequivocally. The more content you produce, the more people will know about you. The less content you produce, the less people will know about you, notwithstanding you doing an advertisement and things of this nature. When I look at the stage here, how is it that I'm getting to know Darren a bit, getting to know his story a bit? The dude keeps showing up. How do I get to know? He don't have to speak. I know what he does. Number one expert on changing your mindset, changing your mindset, unleashing the creativity in your mind through neuro-linguistic programming. You didn't know it, but now you know. The mind is a muscle. The mind can be programmed, and Darren helps people do that. That trauma you face as a child, those insecurities you have, Darren can help you do that. How do I know? Because he shows up. Social media is like this, people. It's just like that. It's just like that. The more you show up, the more people know what you do. When I go into many rooms where small businesses are, yeah, I can promote myself and say what I do, but there's nothing better than someone from stage saying, yo, everybody, there's Ramon. He's doing a brand new series called Event Talks, Genius Talks Awards. You can't beat that, where somebody else introduces you. I did that for my man, T.M. Hyman. He was at an event with 600 men. He came in a room. He didn't have to say nothing. I had him. I already knew what he did. I validated him. Marcus Black, how can I say the same thing? He don't have to say nothing. I know exactly what he does. Trains people how to communicate and speak better. Helps people motivate their life to get unstuck, to live a better life. I already know what the man does. He's been validated. He keeps showing up. He don't got to say jack, diddly, or squat for that matter. I know a little bit of his journey, a little bit of his stories. So I can amplify that. This is what social media does for you. If you're not leveraging the power of social media, you are missing out. Alexandra Nicole, know what she does. Know her domain name, EYGevents.com, EYGevents.com. Elevate your growth. You looking for a place to network and communicate and meet in person, build your life? Check out what she's doing. She don't got to say nothing. She's sick. She can't even talk. She don't need to. I know what she does. This is the power of social media. The more and more you share, the more and more you produce content, the more people know about you, and they can self-validate and self-proclaim what they do. This is what it is. And Dr. Will Moreland's right on point. Social media is that number one tool that you can, for free, get across your message. And again, Gary Vaynerchuk, yes, he's an extreme example of it. I'm not one of these that say everybody can be Gary Vaynerchuk. I don't believe that. Meaning we have the potential to be it. Mr. Beast is doing it. But the point is, I'm saying, God's made everybody different. And everybody has a different effort in what you put into it. That's what I'm trying to say. But the point is, they've led the way. They've shown the potential. This is what excites me when I look at what I'm doing. Brand new event series, Genius Talks Events, geniustalksevents.com. That came from nothing except God's grace. And when I think of how people are selling out, we've been to New York, sold out. Atlanta, sold out. We're going across the country, and we will sell out. We're serving people across the country. We'll be in India. All it takes, people, is showing up. Oftentimes, we don't show up enough, and that's why we don't get what we want, because we do not show up. And I agree, everybody's different. I don't know what River's gone through. I don't know. I don't know what Chris has gone through. I don't know what Nat has gone through. I don't know what Sadiq has gone through. I don't know what Greg has gone through. I don't know what Cameron's gone through. I don't know what Faith has gone through. I do know one thing. Faith is encouraging me, because Faith is like hitting them little emoji, little things in the thing like nobody's business. Thank you, Faith. That's encouraging. I don't know what Frank's gone through. I don't know. But I do know that if you keep showing up, you can build your business. Now, there's other things you got to do. You got to know funnels. You got to know email marketing. You got to know brand. You got to know you're serving the right client. You got to know what stages are you getting at. What is the right client that you want to serve? You got to know, is your pricing right? All these things. Are you building the right team? You got to do these things. That's for sure. You can't just show up. But I tell you this much. If I was Michael Jordan, number one basketball player in the world, I guarantee one thing. How he would miss every single basketball shot he took. I guarantee you one way, and that's by not taking a shot. So people look at the success I've had in life as my peers of Marcus have their success, and Alexandria and Darren, as I look at what God's blessed me to do in some way. It's because I keep showing up. I'm undeniable. Keep showing up. Have I made mistakes? Absolutely. But then I pull a Donnie McClurkin. We fall down and we get up. We fall down. I pull a Donnie McClurkin. You fall down, you got to get back up again. So the headline of the day today, do you have to post multiple times per day to succeed on social media? And the answer to that question is no. Those of you who want to know more about this, check out growyoursolo.com. I changed the domain a few hours ago, so hopefully it points to the right website where you can just add your email in there and download a free guide to growing your business. growyoursolo.com. You want to check that out? Those of you like Ramon, I don't just want Kim Kardashian or Rihanna to be a celebrity. I want to be more known in my network. I want to be more known in my world. You can go to celebrityceo.com, celebrityceo.com. Check that out. Free download as well. And lastly, those who are saying to themselves, you know what, Ramon, I'm interested in you working with me. Ramon, I'm interested in you coaching me for free, 1 month for free, no risk. Check out RamonOfficeHours.com. And some of you may have seen, I'm showing up more. Some of you may have seen Marcus is showing up more. Why? Because there's seasons. There's seasons, everybody. I can't do everything, but I know one thing I could do better. And I realize if I want to be in December 2026 where I really want to be, I'm going to have to do more and do smarter. And that's another thing. It's not just doing more. There is also an aspect to doing smarter. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. We're going to close this room in about 5 minutes, half an hour, a little nugget, little snippet. Unless anybody watching on video, you got a question for me, want me to answer it, or anybody on Clubhouse want to raise your hand, put something in the chat. We will wrap this up in about 5 minutes, but it's my commitment to myself. About every Tuesday, about 2 p.m., give or take, I'll be in here opening the floor. Those who want to ask me a question, those who want to talk about something. I have my live show every morning. I got my kind of de facto or informal co-host, Alexandria, 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. Some days I'm not there, but most of the time, 7 a.m., Monday through Friday, I do my Rundown with Ramon show. And I'm excited because that's growing. It's going across the other platforms. But this is something I said, let me test this. I'm testing and iterating. And let me see if I can show up and do kind of a Q&A session with people, those who may want to ask me questions, those who may want help in their business. And this is an outgrowth of my live coaching that I do in Ramon office hours. That y'all can see that at RamonOfficeHours.com. So let me pause real quick. Any input, question? Let me look at the chat here. Lawanda, you are so welcome. Lawanda, do you got a question for me, Lawanda? Yeah, I'm sure that, Lawanda, there's some question you have, Lawanda. Put it in the chat. River, some question you may have for me. And if not, I don't mind. It's okay. 4 minutes, I'll shut the room down. But hey, this is your time. Ask a question. You never know. I may give some advice that you didn't think of, may surprise you, may give you perspective. You never know. Alexandra's putting a question here. Thanks, Alexandra. Appreciate it. But if we had none, no problem. But Alexandria says this: what kind of people or connection would best support your growth right now? Alexandria, thank you for that question. I appreciate that. Alexandria asked, what kind of connections or people would best support my growth? Right now, as I build out the Genius Talks events community, the really only help I need there is in my mindset and growth and being judicious to grow it. However, we are looking for partners who may say, Ramon, I would love to have Genius Talks in my community. So that's one thing I'm looking for, Alexandria, is people, serious people who often have their own community and say, you know what, I like what Ramon's doing. I'd love some of this in my community. GeniusTalksEvents.com. I'd always love to have a partner who says, Ramon, I'd love to have you in my city, in my town, in my country. That's number one. Thanks for the question, Alexandria. Number two, I'll say the second thing I'm looking for. I always love speaking on a stage, hosting an event. I host events, I speak. This is what I do for a living. By God's grace, I'm one of the best there is in the world at hosting an event. And one of the best keynote speakers, I'll say, in the world at keynoting a business conference, along with my brother Marcus. He's amazing as well. Haven't heard Alexandria, haven't heard Darren, so I'm not sure they are on stage. And here's why I say this. Let me qualify this. Sometimes we get in the habit of saying, everybody speaks. Don't we all want to be billionaires? I can't stand when we do that and say everybody can do everything. Everybody can't do everything. But I'm sure Alexandria and Darren are good speakers. But I've seen Marcus on stage, and he is a stage crushing, stage obliterating, amazing speaker, as I am. So those two things, looking for partners who want to extend Genius Talks events to their city and partner with me in that. And then number two, any opportunities I can have to speak on a stage or host an event, the best of the best, it's what I do. Love that. Alexandria says, yes, you're a dynamic speaker. Appreciate that. Sadiq, appreciate that. So, all right. I think we're going to get ready to wrap up here. I'll wait because I know there's a delay on some of the platforms. Anybody has a question, comment, let me know. And if not, we will close this room. But you know, it's been fun being here. For me, the fact that I can share. And let me tell you another thing. What's beautiful about doing rooms like this, one, you get to reconnect with people. Marcus and I building our relationship even subliminally. Alexandra and I building our relationship even subliminally. Darren and I building our relationship even subliminally. Just seeing each other there, being there. It matters. Number two, it's practice. Part of the practice, I've already been a speaker for many, many years, but part of the practice I had was being on Clubhouse all those years during COVID, or all that season during COVID. It honed my speaking abilities, honed my ability to be able to speak with no feedback, speak with quietness, speak in a room to myself, just entertaining myself. So that's practice you get. And number three, the AI algorithms, they're listening, they're hearing. I'm solidifying that Ramon Ray is a small business expert. I'm solidifying that Ramon Ray is a keynote speaker, and et cetera. So there's multiple reasons when you go live and when you share and impact the world. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. With that, half an hour, little nugget of a room, giving you a little pop in your step today. Hope it was useful. Those who are watching this on video, thank you. Those who are listening on Clubhouse, thank you. Thank you, Marcus Black. Thank you, Alexandria. Those who are here, glad y'all stayed here. We had a nice room. People stayed and were engaged. And, you know, hey, I'll be back here 2 p.m., probably Tuesdays and Thursdays, give or take. We'll see. Definitely Tuesdays. I have it as a recurring aspect. And Faith, I want to get to know you better, Faith. I know you didn't come up. No problem. But hey, Faith, thank you for engaging. I see those emojis or those gifts, I think you call it, putting it in there. I see you, Faith. That means a lot. So I appreciate that, Alexandra. You're welcome. If you haven't joined the room, by the way, we have live programming at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in this space, and then we stop that room at 5 a.m. We restart the room at 5 a.m. And it's amazing sessions, motivation, education, inspiration to help you take your business and take your life to the next level. We laugh, we cry, we have fun. So those of you unfamiliar with it, definitely you want to do this for sure. And click the link, or just go to growyoursolo.com. Growyoursolo.com if you want to get a free download. And I think that link should work. If it doesn't, I apologize. But click that link and you can download a free guide with how to grow your solo business. With that, I'm going to close the clubhouse room gently, reverently. All right, all right, all right. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Alexandria. Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. All right, everybody, that was your Biz Q&A streamed on Clubhouse and more. So be blessed, be well, have an amazing day.